Great, welcome. We're going to talk about the 6 polymorphs of chocolate today. So there's 6 forms 1 through 6 numerically, and so each of them has a different crystalline structure and different melting points. The higher the form numerically, the higher the melting point in degrees Celsius. So forms 1 and 2 feature soft and crumbly texture. There's also blooming shown on the surface. Forms 3 and 4 are firm, they have some blooming, and then form 5 is the ideal one. Most chocolate is in this form. It's smooth, melts in your mouth, and then form 6, it's very hard, it's harder. That the higher form that you're going for numerically, the more stable, the denser the chocolate is. Form 5 is the ideal one. It's the one that companies will sell. It's the ideal form, essentially. So what you're going to want to do first is get some water going. So you're going to want to get a pot and fill it up with water and then put that over a flame on a stove to get the water to boil. So while your water's boiling, you're going to want to get some chocolate out, unwrap it, and then you're going to want to chop it up in fine pieces so that it'll melt easier. Alright, so you're going to make sure you have your candy thermometer ready, and so what you're going to do is with the pot boiling water, you're going to put a bowl on top of it, and then you're going to slowly pour the chocolate into the bowl on top. Make sure there's no water that reaches the chocolate, otherwise it'll seize. So with the candy thermometer in one hand, you're going to stir the chocolate around until it reaches a temperature of 17.3 degrees Celsius. This is the temperature for a form 1 chocolate. This is the melting point that has. So you're just going to keep stirring around and it's slowly going to melt, and I'm just going to keep doing that until you reach that temperature. Once your chocolate has reached 17.3 degrees Celsius, you're going to want to take it off immediately from the pot of boiling water, and you're going to want to pour it onto a thing of aluminum foil and do this quickly, and then you're going to want to transfer it to the freezer and put it there for safekeeping so that it'll freeze. If you wait too long to leave it at room temperature, it will affect the crystalline structure of it at the end. So that wraps up how to make form 1 chocolate. We're going to start talking about form 4 chocolate now and a different way to make it. So you're going to want to have your chopped up chocolate in a bowl and you're going to put it in the microwave. You're going to want to microwave on 30-second intervals on half power, and on every 30-second interval you're going to want to stir the chocolate. So you're going to keep on doing this between stirring and putting it back in the microwave at 30-second intervals until the candy thermometer shows a temperature of 27.3 degrees Celsius. This is the melting point of form 4 chocolate, so that's why you want it there. So similar to that of the form 1 chocolate we made earlier, you're also going to want to pour this chocolate onto an aluminum foil sheet. And you're going to want to let this chocolate cool at room temperature until it is a solid. Form 5 chocolate is different in that you need to set aside a quarter of the chocolate, so you're only going to microwave 3/4 of it. But you're going to do it the same way that you did with the form 4 chocolate, where you just microwave it on 30-second intervals. So you're going to want to be doing the microwave method until the chocolate that you have is between 46 and 48 degrees Celsius. This time you're going to want to add in the quarter part of the reserved chocolate, stir it in until all the chocolate reaches about 33.8 degrees Celsius and is smooth. So then now you're going to transfer from the bowl onto a sheet of aluminum foil, and you're just going to let it sit at air temperature until it is solid. And so here are the 3 forms of chocolate that we went over today: form 1, form 4, and then form 5.